So, do I need to say my name? Or just go for it? I'll just go for it. Okay, do I look at you or the camera? Oh, there's a lot of pressure. Okay. So basically, in 2018, I think, I went to Greece with my mum, and we just spent a whole day walking around Greece. It was like in Crete, and it was really pretty. But we spent the whole day like walking around, and we walked through this really old town. Like it was like really old, like classic Greece, like white like bricks and cobble floors and stuff, and it was really nice. And then we walked into this old town. It's called Hersinissos, I think. Could be wrong. But we walked through it, and there was this restaurant there. And we were like, okay, we're gonna go there for dinner. And so we went back, and then later on in the evening, we came back, and we got out the taxi, and there was like a guy greeting you, and he was like, where are you guys from? Like, hi, how are you? And I was like, oh, from Wales. And then he started speaking Welsh to me, like out of nowhere, and like I barely know Welsh, and I've done it for years, and so I was literally like, he was like, Porta, which means like good morning, and I was like, hi. Like, I just didn't know what to say back to him, but it was wild. He spoke like probably better Welsh than I did, and I was in like, I think the town probably had no more than like 5,000 people, and it was just wild. Like, I'd never met anyone outside of Wales that speaks Welsh. It was wild, and it was a great night, and they were really nice. So yeah.
Nearly burnt my fucking face off.
Doesn't?
Oh god.
Now?
Alex? You're filming?
I am.
Oh, okay. So, do I like give it an intro?
You can if you fancy, or however you want to say it.
Okay, fair enough. So, growing up, I grew up in Abu Dhabi, and I've always had short hair. I was always like that tomboy. I was like, what's happening? And look, I don't like it. I feel it's watching me. I don't like it. Don't like it.
It's not there, there's
Okay,
nothing there.
Anyway, like growing up, I've always had like short hair. I've always been like a really like this tomboy character, and my dad's never really liked it. So that's our first disagreement. So me and my dad never really got on, just because of like how I was and how I like styled myself and stuff. And I think like hair was such a massive thing growing up, because I never wanted it long. I always wanted it really short. So I think like from the ages like 6 to about 12, my hair used to be like up to here, and then like there was this big drastic change where I was like, nah, I'm sick of it, get it off. So then I completely cut it to like here. So then I had this cute little bob. I was very pretty and gorgeous, but I still didn't like it. I felt really claustrophobic in it, and it was really horrible. My dad used to get so pissed off when I was just like, oh, I want to cut it shorter though. He'd be like, no, Reem, I'm gonna kick you out of the fucking house. Don't do it. I'm like, I'm gonna do it. So I think the biggest haircut I had was when I was about like 15 or something. I didn't shave it. I cut one of the sides really short, and one was longer. I looked like an absolute knobhead. I looked like a twat. But I was still like, you know what? This is great. So I had it for about 2 years, and what an awkward 2 years it was. And then things started to get a bit more rough with my dad, and it was a bit like, oh shit, what do I do? And I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna go to the hairdressers, and the next haircut I'm gonna get, I'm gonna tell them to shave the sides of my hair off. And they did it. What the fuck, Reem? Why did you do that? And there was like a massive argument. I was like, oh, I wanted to. I'm leaving soon. Don't even matter. So then, left to the UK, my hair grew out. I had this mane. It wasn't really a mane, it was just a little bit long on top. But it looked like a jungle, and I was like, Grandma, hey Grandma, do you you want to shave my hair? Go on, do it, I dare you. Funny enough, my dad was on the phone to my mum whilst this was all happening, like me trying to convince my grandma. And my mum like went into the house, because we were in the UK, so he was still in Abu Dhabi. My mum went into the house, and when she came back out, like finished talking to my dad, my grandma like whipped up these clippers that she uses to shave my granddad's hair off. She like had them all set out, extension cord everywhere, and she just went zoop. And my mum walked out and she went, Reem, what the fuck are we gonna do? What the fuck are we gonna tell my dad? I was like, I'm leaving, I'm out, I don't want it. And then I think just shaving that hair off was probably the first time that I was actually like confident and comfortable with embracing myself, and I just felt so confident in myself, because it was like the first time I didn't look like this weird 12-year-old boy, and I actually looked more feminine in my whole entire life. And then I was like, yo, no, I don't need to stress about my hair, I can just have anything on it. And then I came here and I bleached it, and I got people to dye it, and it was just so fun. It was like having a blank canvas on my head that I could do anything with. It was fucking sick. It was great. And that's the story of my hair.
So I think it was right after Halloween. I saw this guy and he was really cute, and I decided I wanted to talk to him, and I messaged him on Instagram, and we talked a bit for like 1 week or 2 weeks, and then I decided that I'm going to invite him over to have a drink or two, and I invited him over to my friend's flat because I was really scared of letting him into my flat and just being with him. So I invite him to my friend's flat, and when we go outside for a smoke, we see this homeless guy sleeping outside, and it was cold, and one of my friends says that, oh, we should go get the homeless guy inside. So we let the homeless guy go inside, he brings his guitar, we all get drunk, and he starts singing and playing the guitar, and he played like a really old Irish medieval song, and it was wild. And then we ate crackers. That's it.
You starting? Okay, so I went to Centre Parks with my family. It was the best holiday I think I'd ever had. And my brother took his girlfriend and I took my best friend because I knew it'd be more, fun. And we went, we got absolutely wrecked in the sports bar when there's like families and everything, and we were like 16, 17, and we were just there, stumbling around in a like family sports bar at Centre Parks, and what do we do after that then? I'm running around because I can't find the toilet and I'm actually going to piss myself at this point, And then Miranda's like, okay, I think we need some fresh air, we need a fag. So we nip outside. This boy starts showing me how to vape on his vape, and worst decision because just didn't get on well with it at all. And then, you know, me and Miranda sort of finish our fag and we go, okay, we've got to go home now. And we start walking back. I'm wearing this beautiful white coat, elegant thing. It's really long and flowy and it's just, you know, really nice and light coloured. And we're walking across the grass and it's winter's day, it's really boggy. And I just slip over and my whole white coat is covered in mud. And she found it so funny that she ended up slipping over too, and then we're just there rolling around in mud, drunk, in a family holiday resort, and and she picks me up, and then we continue to walk back. I also had a brand new pair of white Nikes on that I just bought, and then we got wrecked too. And then we walked back, we woke up the next day, and I come down for breakfast in this fancy cabin, this like, you know, one of them wood lodges that they have at Centre Parks, and my mum just gives me the evils across the table because the coat is hung up with my brand new shoes, caked in mud. They're no longer white, they're just covered in mud. Yeah, that was another story, but it's probably the best moment of my life. It was hilarious.